because there was about almost half a metre of snow on the Zodiacs, which took a lot of shovelling to get ready for us, but it looked spectacular. And then, as Annie said, you learn about the weather here. It can change and change rapidly, and we've got a bit of another bit of weather, Antarctic weather 101. It was intriguing with the whales. When we sailed from Couvierville, we decided it wasn't suitable for a Zodiacs, and we started sailing up the Gerlache Strait, and we saw the humpbacks, and we turned the ship, well, we turned the ship, captain and crew turned the ship, and you'll see how quick they are to respond to the request if it's safe to do so. And at the point when they started breaching was the point when I turned around to the bridge windows and Captain and I were talking, and I'm going, maybe we should just go now, and the whale breached behind me, and the captain was very excited, and we obviously continued on for, for as long as we wanted, because we can do that. So that was spectacular. The other moment that was lovely was that blue iceberg with the penguins and the fur seals, and the light had just sort of softened off beautifully. It was like someone put a light in the iceberg and all those penguins. And as we sailed past, a lot of the penguins sort of gathered up in a group, and I thought that Dave was almost going to levitate. He was so excited, and he had the wrong lens. That was the thing that gave me the greatest pleasure. He was walking backwards to try and get the shot. He had his long lens on, but so I hope you all had some magical moments in it. It's not always as you plan. Sometimes the ship is the best vantage point, and with the howling wind, I'm pretty sure it was the right vantage point. But did you have a good day? Yeah. So tomorrow morning, somebody asked me yesterday, when are we going to land on the continent, Woody? And I said, well, we're in the Antarctic. And we have a plan. And so in the morning, we plan to be at a place called Nico Harbour in Anvoord Bay, and it is landing on the continent. It is a place where there's gentoo penguins. It also has a walking option, if ice conditions are suitable, to get us up to a high point which will look down over the glacier and Anvoord Bay. And so that's our plan for our morning excursion. But we'd also like to have a look at conditions for our swimmers to go pre-breakfast. Yes. Doesn't that sound like a great plan? So, what we would propose to do is we'll sort out our timings, but I think we'll be looking between 5:30 and 6. We'll look at the conditions, and then maybe between 6 and 6:30 we'll send them out. We don't propose to wake you up to say, we've looked at conditions and they're not good. So, for the swim. But we'll make an announcement if the swim is going to go ahead, and then obviously you can either get up and enjoy the view or stay in bed and wait for breakfast, either way. So Nico Harbour is the first place that we'll visit after breakfast at 7:30, and hopefully we'll be cheering our ice swimmers, thawing them out, chipping some ice off their peripherals. And then from Nico Harbour, we're sailing into a place called Paradise Harbour. And Paradise Harbour will land at a place called Base Brown. It's an unoccupied Argentine station. They're not actively doing science. They may have some personnel there at the moment. It is another landing on the continent. It's another place that just has spectacular views and an opportunity to walk up to a high point once again and enjoy a vantage over this place called Paradise Harbour. And it is just a wonderful place. Both Nico Harbour and Paradise have great Zodiac cruising, and this is the model that we would go with. Half of us would land, half of us would cruise, changing over at the beach. There's one more thing though I'll mention about Nico Harbour, and we'll remind everybody tomorrow. Where we land at the beach is adjacent to a large glacial front, and if the glacier calves, it creates a breaking wave up the beach. So when we come ashore, we'll ask you to immediately leave the beach and go to higher ground, and then there'll be a flagged route that takes you to a high point, and we ask you not to descend closer to the beach until it's time to leave, and then we'll gather you as a group and bring you down as a group. So always staying at the high ground at Nico Harbour, because it's the only way it can be safe. So what about tonight? tango. Well, 9:30, there's a tango demonstration and a short talk, I guess, explaining their passion for the tango. Sarah, delightful, innocent, elegant, beautiful, predator. So I say to you, this is going to be something to see, and I recommend that you all come along. As I say, you'll learn about their passion for tango, and then we'll just unleash them on the dance floor and see what happens. And so that should be a lot of fun. They're both beautiful dancers, so all jokes aside, they're just fantastic, and they both share a passion for tango. It'll be wonderful to see them in the club lounge. Of course, the film will show later on in your cabins. Charge your batteries, wish for good weather, and we plan that swim in the morning, and we will wake you if the swim is going ahead. If not, then it'll be a later wake up for breakfast at 7:30. Dinner served shortly, and have a great night. Thank you. See you for tango.